A peaceful day in the countryside took a heartbreaking turn when villagers discovered a poor cow suffering in silence. Her body was covered with millions of worms and hard, crusty barnacles that had eaten deep into her skin. The gentle animal stood weakly under the burning sun, unable to move or even flick her tail. Her eyes told a story of unbearable pain and hopelessness, but fate had something different planned for her. When the local rescue team received the distress call, they rushed to the scene without wasting a second. What they saw left everyone speechless. The cow's entire body was infested. Barnacles clung to her sides, neck, and legs, while worms burrowed into her open wounds. The smell of infection filled the air, and it was clear that she wouldn't survive another day without help. The rescue team immediately got to work. First, they gently restrained the cow to prevent her from collapsing. Her breathing was shallow, and her heartbeat was weak, but the rescuers didn't give up. They carefully began removing the barnacles one by one using specialized tools, while another member of the team applied antiseptic sprays to kill the worms and bacteria. Each touch caused the cow to flinch, but she seemed to understand that these people were there to help, not to hurt. Buckets of disinfectant water were poured over her to wash away the filth and larvae that had gathered on her skin. The team worked tirelessly for hours under the scorching heat. The barnacles, hard as stone, were deeply attached, tearing small wounds as they were removed. But little by little, her true skin began to show. The team's compassion and determination gave hope not just to the animal but to everyone watching. Once the external parasites were cleared, the rescue team treated her open wounds with soothing medication and antibiotic ointments. They gently massaged her legs to stimulate blood flow and placed a nutrient-rich IV to restore her strength. It was a battle between life and death, but the cow's spirit refused to give up. She stood trembling but alive, her eyes slowly regaining light and calmness. Over the next few days, the team continued to care for her. They cleaned her wounds daily, provided fresh food and water, and kept her under a shaded shelter where she could rest peacefully. Day by day, the cow began to recover. The worms and barnacles were gone, replaced by new healthy skin. The transformation was nothing short of a miracle. When she finally walked freely again, the entire village gathered around, clapping and cheering for the brave animal and her rescuers. Tears rolled down the faces of the team members who had fought so hard to save her life. It was a victory of compassion over cruelty, of humanity over neglect. This touching rescue reminds us that every life, no matter how small or helpless, deserves love and protection. The brave rescue team didn't just save a cow, they restored faith in kindness and proved that hope can shine even in the darkest moments.